Hey Sainers, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Quick video here just before I about to run out to have some dinner, but some news breaking now. It was expected today, so no surprises that Paddy Dow is officially a Sainter, I believe, after a four-way sort of club deal with St Kilda, obviously, Carlton, the Western Bulldogs, and Essendon. Has just happened. Tom Morris is slowly filtering out the details. I'll just give it to you now as what he said. He says, Nick Coffield and Paddy Dow will reach the Western Bulldogs and St Kilda in the next few minutes. Essendon involved with draft picks only. Carlton, the fourth club, receiving picks back for Dow. He then says the Western Bulldogs component will see them give up pick 40, but receive multiple third-round selections plus Nick Coffield. The Carlton component will see them give up Paddy Dow, but get Fremantle's future fourth, plus further pick third and fourth round swaps with Essendon and the Dogs, whatever that means. And then he said the Essendon component is they receive pick 35 from St Kilda and a future fourth from the Dogs. They give up pick 52 to the Dogs and a future third to Carlton, which will help Carlton with Elijah Hollands tomorrow. And then they said the Carlton component will see them give up Paddy Dow, a future third and future fourth. They get Fremantle's future fourth and Essendon's future third back. So that's the deal. Really, really exciting news. Obviously, off the back of getting Liam Henry yesterday, we knew that Henry and Paddy Dow were the two that were most likely. They're the two players that have nominated us. I'm really, really excited about Paddy Dow. To be honest, if you asked me about a year or two ago, I would have said not really sure. But the way that we've recycled, players recently has given me more confidence. Also, what I saw from him when we played them later in the year, how he exploded out of the middle. He could kick a goal. His field kicking is still up in the air, but it's definitely getting better. But it's also his age. He's, what is he, 22? It's actually, yesterday was his birthday. So my birthday was Sunday. His birthday yesterday. I think today is Nick Riewoldz's birthday. So happy, 23 now, Paddy Dow, 24. So very, very good age bracket for us. He's played the 73 games as well. So he's got experience under his belt. He's not coming into this, needing a warm-up. He can play straight in the guts, gives us more midfield depth. He was pick number 3 in the 2017 draft. So our last two trades, we've picked up first rounders in the top 10, mind you. So not bad there, Kane Corns. Haven't given up much for them either, which is really, really exciting. He's only kicked the 21 goals, but I think this year he definitely took his game to a bit more of a new level. He started slowly during the season, but he did get career high top season performances and career high performances against Gold Coast in round 23, 24 disposals, 7 tackles against Melbourne. A lot of these career highs were round 23, 2023, round 23, 2023, round 23 again, round 22, 2023, round 24, 2023. So 4 or 5 of his career high stats in disposals, kicks, handballs, marks, tackles, whatnot, total clearances, they were all in 2023 at the back end of the season where he got a bit of a run. He only played the 10 games, but I think he got a good 6 to 7 game spread in that last 10 weeks. And he really made the most of it. And I think that's probably what stood out to us and got our attention. No doubt when we played them and they beat us, that would have been a big talking point in the last couple of days. But we know what we need. And we need young midfielders. We need midfielders that can accumulate, that can run, that can kick goals. Obviously, he hasn't kicked as many goals as other midfielders that are in the competition. But the fact that he's at that age bracket, he's got a high ceiling. We all know that there's something there with Paddy Dow. But I know a lot of Sainers are going to be thinking, well, we've got high ceiling sort of players in Hunter Clark. What we thought was Nick Coffield, he has now gone to the Western Bulldogs. So just a quick note there. All the best, Coff. I really wanted you to stay, mate. I really wanted to see you fit under Ross Lyon next season, but all the best to the doggies. But yeah, Paddy Dow, I think obviously adds another layer to our midfield. You look at Henry, you get Dow, you throw Machito in there a bit more. Pooh's going to get more experience in there. Even Naz probably goes in there at some point in his career with Sinclair, with Steele, with Rowan Marshall. I'm probably missing a few players that will go through as well. Hunter Clark obviously remains signed on for 2 more years. He can go through there. So having players like Paddy Dow come in at this time in their career is excellent. And the fact that we haven't really had to sell too much of a farm to get players like him is really, really good. And obviously there's Carlton connection with Sauce. Obviously, with Stocker, Caminiti to a lesser extent, I think he'll feel a home pretty quickly. And he's one of those players that a lot of Carlton fans really loved. And that's what I liked about Stocker, was that a lot of Carlton fans really rated Stocker. They just loved him as a person. And that's always a good thing when you're getting a player. So to have something similar with Paddy Dow, obviously some Carlton fans are going to say, well, glad to see you go. But a lot of them are going to say, well, he was, one of my favorites, or had a soft spot for him, or whatever. And that's good. That's a good sign. So I think he's definitely going to help with the midfield. I think he probably definitely starts round one next year. I think he'd be pushing for a midfield spot, at least on the bench. And the best teams, they don't have 4 guns sitting in there. I mean, Brisbane do. And Collingwood, maybe not really, but they've got 7 or 8 that can rotate through a given game. And we've not got that. We've got 3 or 4. You add Paddy Dow to the mix. Machida goes in there more full-time next season. Maybe Liam Henry on a wing, maybe thrown in the guts for a bit of X factor between quarters could be good. That then adds the rotation with then Crouch, Steele, Sinks, Machida, Dow, Clark. That's 6 there I'm naming. I haven't mentioned Seb, who will still be around. And then other players that could probably rotate through there as well. So Pooh. So there's 6 or 7 there. Obviously not to the level of the top 2-3 teams, but you get what I'm saying. We need rotation. We can't just have the 3 or 4 carrying us every single week. That's just one-dimensional, one-paced, and it's not going to get the job done against the best teams. We can do it against most of the teams in the competition, but when we've played the Melbournes, the Brisbanes, the Collingwoods, Port Adelaides, the Bulls that have rotations galore in there, we haven't been able to sustain it. So having Paddy Dow come aboard is excellent. I think he brings, just a pure, find the ball mentality. And I think he gained confidence in the back end of the year. So we're not getting a player that's out of form, I don't think. We're not getting a player that doesn't have experience. I think we're getting a player that blank canvas. We'll see what, Robert Harvey, what Brendan Goddard, what all these coaches can do to get the best out of him. Because I think we've got the tools there to really turn Paddy Dow into a player that maybe a lot of Carlton fans wished he could have been for Carlton, over the journey in his, first 6 seasons in the AFL system. So Paddy Dow is a Saint. Really, really exciting news. It's all done now. I think essentially Tom Morris has just said, simplifying this for Carlton fans, ended up with the equivalent of pick 49 for Dow. So basically pick 49 for Dow. St Kilda component is in Dow, pick 40, future third, out, Caulfield, 35, 56, and a future 4th. I actually think that's pretty good business. I don't think that's too bad. I mean, 35 I would have liked to have kept, but to get 40 back, give up 35, and get a future third next season, that's all right. I'm backing Paddy Dow to have a good season for the Saints next season and hopefully for years to come. So I'll leave it there, Sainers. Quick one here. Welcome, Paddy Dow. Really excited to have you on board, mate, with Liam Henry. Hopefully this isn't the end of the business for the Saints in the trade period. Hopefully there's, a few more surprises there because we get a few picks now and maybe there's a bit more flexibility. But the fact that we've still got 13, 21, we get 40 now, we lose 35, I think is still pretty handy. Plus we get 2 players that were top 10 draft picks in the last 7 seasons. So exciting there, Sainers. Put it in the comments. Let me know how you feel about getting Paddy Dow on board. Liam Henry video was up yesterday, so check that out. Like this video as well. And most importantly, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. But as always, take care and go you mighty Sainers. Welcome on board, Paddy Dow.